Guidance for Q3 also pretty strong. Revenue guide had been expected to come in around 87 billion, and they've guided 87 to 93 billion for the third quarter. So a beat on the guide, not really something to beat, but an impressive guide. Operating income guide roughly in line with expectations, 2 to 5 billion. So strong Q2, strong guide for Q3. Deirdre Bose has been digging through the numbers as well. Dee, what stands out?
Hey, well, just on those COVID costs, remember the last quarter it said that mostly all of its operating costs would go towards COVID, over $4 billion. So that was expected. Next quarter, Q3, assuming more than $2 billion in COVID costs. I also want to break out AWS, Amazon's cloud computing unit, net sales of $10.8 billion. And that is a little bit shy of the $11 billion expected. And the annual growth rate dipping below that 30% mark. It was 29% year over year. Perhaps we could have seen this coming because Microsoft's cloud unit sales decelerated a little bit as well. But that is not hitting the stock, which is still up about 4%. And that may be because it looks like on pretty much every other cylinder, Amazon is firing. I also want to pull out third-party seller services coming in at $18 billion. That represents growth of 53%. Up from 31% annual growth last quarter. This is important because it relates to some of those complaints that Amazon unfairly competes with its third-party sellers. So that is likely a positive point. Also, advertising revenue holding up as well. It looks like that grew 41% year over year from 44% annual growth last quarter. So guys, we'll continue to dig into this. But again, a little bit missing those expectations on AWS, but elsewhere it looks pretty good.